Yo, what's going on, guys? So, getting right into it, obviously, we'll start with NQ daily. If we look at, remember how we closed over this daily down candle here, kind of a daily order block, but I would like to see us close, over this one, get the daily prop block if we want to remain bullish here. But just something I'm saying, like we're still closing above the body of this order block, and you see right where we bounced today, right off the CE pretty much of the wick of that order block. So just something I kind of noticed here, but still want to see a strong close over this wick up here to really be to continue bullish here, because ES and YM are kind of showing bearish signs here. Now we'll get to that here in a little bit, but right now I think like going by the my daily bias model that I go by, tomorrow we should end up taking. Most of you know this model. We should take this low, and then I think we're gonna go after last Friday's low and last Thursday's low, and I think the bigger draw is on Thursday's low at 621, because if we go to the weekly chart, you see I've been talking about this a few days now. We have this big healthy weekly FEG sitting here that price is going to want to rebalance, right? So looking for that, as well as digging into the weekly breaker we now have here, because this candle we took a low here and then closed back above, making this your breaker. So we have a weekly breaker as well as the weekly FEG. I kind of had the same case with ES a while back, right, on the weekly. Let's see if we can find it. Where was it? So it was down here, right? It's kind of the same thing. It happened a little while ago, but like, back in August, ES closed above here, right? This would be your weekly breaker. It's just an example of what I'm showing. But like, you got like your weekly breaker here, right? Price closes above, comes back down, retest the weekly FEG, as well as your breaker, which is what ICT refers to as your unicorn setup. And then obviously we push back higher. So that's kind of what I'm saying here with NQ. I mean, I think it's inevitable that we draw down to this. And then obviously we'll go by what happens here. We'll look for, we'll be more confident in our longs here. But based on like the look of ES and YM, if you look at their dailies, you'll see like here, these these three candles here are like your daily order block, right? Or, you got like these three candles because three up candles. This candle closes below, making this is your daily order block. And then look what happens here: two up candles back up into the order block, rejects. We never even like violate, the mean threshold. Mean threshold being like the halfway point of this order block, and then we push back lower. And look what happens today. We close back below these two, right? We close back below these two up candles. And now what do we have? What is an order block off of an order block called? This is your propulsion block, and you expect expansion down from there. So let's go look at ES here, and you'll see ES is now tapping into the weekly FEG here, as well as it has another one below that it could be drawing to. So just based off of ES and YM, pretty sure YM looks even uglier, right? Never took off to all-time highs, so that SMT is still in play, as well as YM has now filled this daily volume imbalance. Just looks like NQ is going to have a hard time going up here. Out of all three, NQ obviously looks the most bullish, but with ES putting in a daily propulsion block and YM just looking like this, it's a hard time. I think it's NQ's having a hard time up here trying to go higher when these other two indices are obviously wanting to push lower. Obviously, I think a lot of it goes with Nvidia still pushing all time highs every single day, holding up Nvidia, but I think eventually, like I said, we get down to this weekly this weekly fair value gap, and then maybe we find some kind of reversal off of there. So another reason I'm thinking that is because if we go to the 4 hour on NQ, you see um, rejecting off the you had the 4 hour order block here, rejecting off the wick here of this 4 hour of this 4 hour wick, as well as you have 4 hour rejection block on at the at the close of this up candle. And then you see like it just looks very cell modely here. And actually, we did get it close. I can't believe we got that. I was watching. I was talking on stream, and I was like, I'm gonna be watching to see if we close below this 4 hour this 4 hour up candle. Why? It's gonna be a 4 hour prop candle, kind of like the daily, right? Up here we had. You see how like this just looks like very cell modely, right? On the 4 hour, you have um you have order block here, comes back up, retest it, comes back down, closes below these two up candles. Today came up, retested into this order block, giving and then closing back lower, showing price wants to continue lower. And what do we look for there? We look for daily lows, weekly lows. And why do we look at those? Those are strong liquidity pools, right? So we have Friday's low sitting here, and then we have we have Friday's low sitting here, Thursday's low sitting here, and look where Friday's low lines up. We go to the weekly chart. You see the Friday's low, and then you see Thursday's low lines up perfectly, and that's exactly where our weekly FVG sits. So we have weekly low full of liquidity back down into the weekly FVG, and then we could look for possible longs from there. So not really bullish until we end up taking a low here. Just looks, it's got that nice market maker curve to it. Buy side up into the order block, rejection block. ES and YM are dragging it down, and then we have a sell curve back down to two of these lows, right? And then we're inside the FVG. Look for a possible long or even a 50% back up, and then maybe it's possible we go back lower because we have. If we go to here, let's get rid of the chicken scratch now. And then if we go back down to the weekly, if this one doesn't hold, then we start crashing through a weekly breaker, and then we start to really get bearish, right? But we have weekly FEGs below that could also be targets if we start inversing through this weekly. But I think we get some kind of nice balance out of this weekly FEG. So with that, that's all I'm really watching, guys. Tonight, I really want to see us draw towards that 684 level, which is Thursday's low, and then down to that 621 level. I think it's just inevitable at this point. We're already at 18,746. It's got that nice curve to it. You can really see it on the hourly here. Just you see all of our like bearish PD rays are being respected, which is what you expect in a sell model. And then you see we're going to continue pushing up higher here, so or lower here. Sorry. So with that, like I said, ES same thing. Daily prop block. It's We'll see if it inverses this weekly this week, but let's keep an eye on it. But the way ES and YM look, and it's obviously showing it's showing a pull on NQ is well now, as well as you kind of see like I came up here and this ended up being full resistance here to this. And if we just look at the whole hourly, you see like market returns to a premium, sell model continues, hits a premium PD array, and then we go back lower, take a new low, and then we'll see what the weekly provides to us. But looking for these two lows tomorrow, I think there's no way that they don't hit, and then look for longs from there. But not bullish until we take these lows and we get some kind of confirmation to the upside. So with that, hope you guys have a great evening, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.